Hello, everyone, and welcome to Game Center Live, the weekly live stream talk show from the NYU Game Center. It's good to see you all on this lovely Tuesday, April 19th, 2022. We've got a wonderful show planned for you today. First up, you'll be seeing Charles, Pratt and Seth Royston reprising their roles in the return of Never Been Played, a segment where we search through our library's enormous collection to find games that have never been borrowed before and force Charles and Seth to play them. Today, that game will be Poy Poy for the PlayStation 1. So that's coming up soon. Following that, it's once again time for the Discourse with Naomi Clark. This week, Naomi is joined by faculty member Clara Fernandez-Vara for a discussion about Wordle and Wordle-likes. All that and more coming up, but first, we have some announcements. Playtest Thursday. Playtest Thursday happens every Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Get feedback on your work-in-progress games or anything at all. In person and only open to NYU students. If you are not an NYU student and would like to try a remote playtest, head to our Discord for more info. Press Play, Saturdays from 1 to 3 p.m. Head to the NYU Game Center Open Library to play and discuss a game from the library's collection. This Saturday's games are Rock Hopper and Scrap Shoot. NYU Game Center Incubator Showcase this Thursday, April 21st at 7 p.m. live on Twitch, right here on this channel. The debut of our 2021 Incubator games. Join us for a virtual showcase where each of the Incubator developers will be interviewed about their game progress and process by their game's executive producer. You can watch that right here on this Twitch channel. Exploring the NYU Game Center Tabletop Library, Monday, April 25th, 6 to 9 p.m. in the 6th floor lounge. Our monthly tabletop event is back, and next week, join adjunct and board game designer Gil Hova, who will be facilitating the Reiner Knizia auction game, Ra. That's R-A with an exclamation point. I don't think I've played that game before. Come learn to play. What a great opportunity. This is in person only for NYU students. NYU Game Center Lecture Series presents Ramsey Nasser and Andy Wallace. That is Thursday, April 28th at 7 p.m. in the 2nd floor lecture hall. Interested in workplace reform and or labor alternatives in games and technology? Two pillars of the game community here in NYC, Ramsey and Andy, will be here to give a first-hand account of tackling these issues and what they've learned through the process of forming their new co-op, Emma Technology Cooperative. This is happening in person and live streaming right here on this channel. And a bit of news, Game Center students submit to show your work in the NYU Game Center Parkade. On Wednesday, May 4th, Willoughby and adjoining streets will be closed off for an NYU takeover. Sign up to show your work in the inaugural NYU Game Center Parkade, a board game lounge and arcade that takes place in car parking spots. We'll be showcasing alongside performances from the Clive Davis Institute of Recorded Music and interactive projects from ITP and IMA. Plus, this outdoor event will be fully open to the public. Link with more information is there in chat. All right, and that's it for announcements. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Seth.
All right, great. Thank you, Logan. Welcome, everyone. This is Never Been Played. I'm Charles Pratt. I'm joined once again by Seth Royston. Seth, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
The semester's moving on.
It's moving quite quickly.
Yeah.
Yes, it's almost over. Before we dive into the game, I want to talk a little bit about your semester. How's it going?
Good. I mean, I've been doing a lot of things around the Game Center. I've been mostly projects for various classes. I think one of my favorite classes this semester has been music and gameplay, taught by Corey Bertelson.
Yes, that's right across from my office. I see that class all the time. Yeah. How's that going?
Oh, it's been really fun.
Have you made any music?
Yeah, I've been taking this semester to explore my composition skills, and
awesome.
It's been great.
Have you made any games in that class?
Yeah, it's about music, but it's mostly about music games.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been making rhythm games and sound toys and musical walking sims.
Oh, cool.
And so if you want to check that class out, it may be taught next year. Hopefully it will be, because I really enjoy it.
Well, hopefully now, yeah. Are you submitting anything to the Parkade? If you've been making music games, that seems like a good opportunity to get them out there.
Well, I haven't thought much about it, but I might.
Good. Well, now that I've cornered you, you have to do it.
Yeah.
So there you go. You've said, the public now knows, right? At least you know about Parkade. All right, excellent. So we are going to dive in. The premise, for people who've forgotten, to remind ourselves as well, of this segment is that we have this enormous game library. It's all around us. You all can't see it, but it's everywhere. There are lots of games that no one has ever played. We have tons of games that no one has ever checked out, no one has ever plugged in and played. And in this segment, Logan and Gwynna select a game that has never been checked out for us to play. We have no knowledge of it beforehand. I'm just seeing this game for the first time. It's called Poy Poy. Have you ever heard of this game?
I haven't.
I haven't either. And we're going to do our best to learn how to play it. Maybe not well, but at least introduce it. It's by Konami. That's a good sign. I feel like Konami was doing good stuff. This is 1997, so this is pre-Metal Gear Solid.
Right.
So this is pre-Metal Gear Solid, everybody, Konami. And so here we go. We have this is the old PlayStation controller, PlayStation 1. You have the DualShock. Okay. Am I in charge? Am I person one? I think you're person one. All right.
Okay,
so
I'm gonna start and okay, no, that's still the screen. Okay.
Okay, there we go. We're on the start screen. Ooh.
Okay.
So here are our modes: exhibition,
Poy Poy Cup,
or the options. Let's go to the options.
Okay.
Let's see what the options have for us. What do options from 1997 look like? Wow. There you go, everyone. We can barely read it. So for you all at home, don't realize that our screen is a little glitched, so it's a little hard to read. It looks like we have
rounds. I think that's
You can read that?
3.
Okay. Rounds. Stereo or mono.
Stereo, mono.
Very important back in 1997.
Right.
Camera? Camera. It could be A, B, or C.
And then I don't know what that one is.
What I'm curious is, what are the personal options? There are personal options there at the bottom.
Strength. That's strength.
Strength. Oh, so this is like handicap. So if one player, you want to give one player a leg up, you could make them stronger. Or make the other player weaker or something. Okay.
That's cool.
All right, excellent. So I will recognize that. Press the triangle button.
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
So.
Well, let's exhibit. Let's do an exhibition match. Okay. I think,
so
do I have control of OK or exits? I also have control of, okay, so I'll set myself to player 2. Let's turn the CPUs off.
Okay.
So we
yeah.
can figure out the controls, and then we'll turn the CPUs on. Do you want to hit start?
Yep. I guess it's just okay.
We can both be Harry, Joey, Cool,
Mike, Bubba.
Arnold.
Yeah.
I think that's a reference to the famous actor. Let's see, Cindy. Also maybe a reference to a famous model. Mia. This is 1997 after all. Bubba, Mike, Harry. I like that
cool.
Harry is the default.
Cool looks cool.
Cool does look cool. It's got like a kind of like Sephiroth hair going. All right. I don't know if am I allowed to also choose Cool? Probably not. I'm gonna be Mike. Oh no, Bubba. I'll be Bubba. I had an uncle named Bubba, so might as well go for that. All right. Looks like we have
All right.
bomb, knife, beaker, crush, hop,
It's all the skills
thunder,
I don't-
chase. Are these skills or items?
here.
Oh,
I
do we?
selected one.
Oh, you selected one. I will take magic because you can't go
Okay.
wrong with magic. All right. Stage select. What's that? Hurricane.
hurricane, okay.
Next time we'll pick. We'll throw. I'll throw a hurricane at you. All right. Flatland. We have practice.
Okay.
Iceberg. Desert. Robots. Not sure that these all are ontologically similar. Park, which looks extremely dark, so maybe we should skip that one. Maui Land.
Moyland.
Moyland?
Moyland.
Moyland. All right.
The statues.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yeah, the statues. All right. And Flatland. So what do you think we should go for?
Ooh. Not sure. Maybe we
practice?
should start with
All
practice.
right, let's start with practice. That worked out last time we did the Bass game.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did not jump directly into the arcade mode for that. Okay, so
Okay.
I see you.
Okay,
You're
I am
You're-
cool on the
yep.
bottom
I'm Harry.
left.
Do your
looking
analog
wrong.
sticks work?
No, they don't.
Okay, so this is a D-pad
So,
only.
yeah, it's D-pad
1997. That makes sense.
Right.
All right, so I'm running around. There are lots of buttons.
I
So
can pick things up.
X is pickup.
Yeah. I can and throw it with. No, I just suplexed it.
Whoa.
with,
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pick up. It's also duck. So if I'm not holding something, I
Okay,
can press X
then-
to duck.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
I throw it with
circle.
X again.
Oh god. Oh god.
Circle puts it behind. I think you can like suplex. If I like pick you up, I think I can suplex you.
All right, no, come on. We're practicing here. Oh yeah, you throw. It basically means throw behind you. Okay, so I
Right.
pick it up. If I hit square, it throws in front of me. Oh, I have a roll. Boom! Look at that. Oh,
Oh.
chain reaction. That's right.
Okay.
You are getting owned here, buddy. All right, but this is practice. I
And then
think
I
we probably
can-
don't have health.
I
Okay,
can
I just put that bomb
do
down in front of me and
this.
exploded. So,
So triangles jump, and then triangle and R1
Makes it just
says this
disappear.
Special.
Okay. Directional pad plus jump equals dive.
Okay.
So if I have this rock, I can throw it. I have a jump. Oh man, look at that roll.
Yeah.
Like we're playing Dark Souls all of a sudden. I feel like I need a really big sword. Okay, can I pick up this enormous rock? No, that rock is. Oh, I can. It's just
Oh.
very long to pick up. And now if I throw it and it rolls, maybe not as far. This has not helped
Whoa.
me understand the point of this game.
I think.
Are we just supposed to hit each other until someone gives in?
Maybe. Ooh. Okay.
The bomb that you drop right in front of your own feet and explode yourself is. I'm not sure it's very effective. I saw the computer like throwing it somehow, but I don't know how to throw. Maybe it's
I think it's
triangle
X again.
R1.
It's X again.
Oh, it's X again is to throw?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just put it down in front of you?
Ow.
All right, let me try that with the missile. Okay. Yeah, you're right. It's X again is throw. Okay.
Okay. I think we. So I can
think we
press
got
the
it.
start button to exit. So
Okay. All right, back on the start screen.
exhibition.
Exhibition. Well, let's
Okay.
turn the CPUs on.
All right.
And I guess the CPU chooses to be Cindy and Mia. I'll be
It'll be cool again.
Bubba and Cool. All right, they've already chosen their... So this is like when you choose what you're going to see, like what you're going to bring to the fight.
Right.
Like this stuff will be... Okay, I will bring one hurricane.
Okay. I have, I guess
A
I'll
crush.
bring 2 crush.
2 crushes. Should we go to Flatland? That seems like a fair starting point. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me find myself. Okay. All right. I found myself. All right. I've got an enormous missile. Holy Jesus, those logs. Have you found the hurricane yet? Oh, no. I got hurt. Okay, so we have... Oh, now we have, like, health bars at the bottom.
Ah. Right.
That blonde kid is in danger. Uh-oh. Did someone just die? Oh, no. All right, come on, Harry. Bubba, get your stuff together. Oh.
Ow.
Apparently your defeated enemies just lie on the ground motionless. Can I pick him up? I want to see if I... Oh, God.
Wow. I'm not sure exactly what I did there, but
All right,
did
I have
something.
now picked up the lifeless body of my opponent, and I will use it against you.
You can try, at least.
Well, I'm going for the PC. Oh, no, I'm in danger. Oh, Bubba, what are you going to do? What are we going to do? Can I pick up this tree? No, I cannot.
Ow. Oh, no, I'm in danger, too.
Yeah, this computer. I think we need to come together. Oh, no, what was that? I'm dead.
Oh.
You killed me. Good job.
Ow.
Now nothing will save you from this computer that is clearly much better at this game than either of
No.
us. That's a bomb. Oh.
Ow.
Wow.
Okay. We lost the computers.
My one. Well, in fairness, they are perfect. They have no flaws, unlike us. 14 points. Okay. Okay,
All right.
well, we can catch up. There's a luck bonus.
Luck
What is this, Mario Party all of a sudden? Wait, the winner... Ah, wow. The winner was already very lucky. That's how life is sometimes, though. All right. This UFO is quite strange. I guess the UFO is what's dropping stuff off.
The UFO is what's dropping stuff, and...
I still haven't seen a hurricane.
So, there was like a combo you had to do to do the special, attack, or...
Right, it was like
ability.
R1 triangle.
Yeah, I was trying to do it, but I don't think I managed.
The logs are hard to pick up because you have to pick them up from the... Ugh.
Oh, I'm already almost dead.
Yeah,
Wow.
me too.
Okay, I'm down.
Oh, there we go. Hurricane. Boom. Haha. Okay, all right. The special is where it's at. I have no idea how to keep using it. I think I've exploded. Oh, no, it's me versus this computer. Oh, this computer lost last time. Wait, they picked me up and threw me. All right, roll. All right, I'm in trouble. Roll. Roll.
You can do it.
I'm just jumping around. All right, I don't know what this does.
You only have
I
to do,
missed.
you only have to do most of the computer's health.
Oh, God. All right. I feel like I need a dedicated roll button. Okay. Well, luckily that computer lost last time, so... wait, why do I only get 7 points? I was second place. I'm so
I'm not sure.
confused.
Okay.
Hmm.
The round bonus seems to be already like...
Is it like trying to balance...
It doesn't seem to be, though, because the person who already won always gets more points.
Yeah, the luck bonus is like, I guess you win, you're lucky that you won. So here's some more points. It's a real... Oh, God. Oh, I got hit and I dropped my bomb and it exploded. So the bombs are interesting, but they are a little dangerous because if you drop them, they explode. And then they will explode on you. Oh, God.
There are some things happening that I'm not sure...
Oh, God. I threw them the wrong way. Oh. Chain reaction. Everyone's in danger. No!
Oh, my. This one's a close one. Oh, I'm down.
Okay, all right. I can do this. I can do this.
do it.
No, I can't do this. Oh, God. What is that? They killed themselves. Yes.
Nice.
This is also how I play Dark Souls. I just wait until the AI destroys itself. I still only got 7 points. Why did I tie with the other person? I'm confused as to the scoring mechanism. I guess it's like based on how much life you have at the end.
Maybe. It is strange. It is strange scoring.
Yeah.
All right.
First. Came from behind. That's Cindy. Cindy. Okay. Well, that was fun. Kind of. I'm not sure.
Right.
I'm not sure if it was fun. Let's try a 1v1. Maybe we'll learn the mechanics a little bit better on a 1v1. Well, not so much chaos. This is how they play Poy Poy, at the tournament level, right? Like you gotta turn the bots
CP's
off. Yeah, exactly. No items, final destination.
Right.
All right, I'll go with Bubba.
Okay. Get some cools again.
All right, so there's magic, poison.
Star.
I felt like Hurricane was pretty good. I'm gonna go with Hurricane. I don't know what the 1 indicates. Do you know what the 1 indicates?
I'm not sure. It might be like each character has a certain skill that they can do better.
Yeah, this is, I think, your special.
Right.
Right? But what does the 1 mean? Is that the cost? So I can do this more often because part of it is that the screen is very flickery. So if there's a bar that like drains while we use this, I can't see it. Like a magic, an FP bar or something like that.
Okay, I picked Chase. I'm not sure what it is, but we'll find out.
We'll find out. So do you want to go back to Flatlands or what's your poison here?
Let's try Moyland.
Moyland. All right. Okay. Lots of rocks. This is a very rocky terrain.
Oh, the
Boom!
Moyas
Gotcha.
are moving.
Oh no, that's very confusing. I can no longer see myself. All right. So my hurricane just means you throw it a long distance, and then you I hit something and then fell. You throw it a long distance and then it like spins around. Oh, all that health! All mine. Oh god, a bomb. All right. Okay. Where am I? Oh, there I am.
That's mine.
No, it's not. I can't see myself.
No.
I just bowed. Look at me. Am I taunting you now? Wait, how did you get so much health back?
I've been running around getting items.
I thought I had so much health a second ago. Oh god. Not my intention. No, leave me alone. Oh.
All right.
I feel like I'm doing my special even.
Oh no. I got charged by the Moai.
Yeah, they're angry. I mean, in fairness, their people were decimated. Oh, I gotcha. All right.
Oh.
That was it. It was like a standoff. I think I just barely found ahead. Okay, so there we go. Technical bonus. No technical bonus. Direct hits. Okay.
Okay. Luck bonus.
Luck bonus. Yeah, it does seem like the person who wins just gets all the luck bonus, which I guess is like life. It's a little too real. A little too real for video games, I think. All right. I am very slow. Are you faster than me?
I might be faster than you.
All right. Okay. All right. Big rock. Boom. Delayed attack. There we go. Yeah, triangle is just special. I have not been hitting 1 or whatever you said it was. Like R1. Oh, that's my health. No. Oh, wow.
Oh my god, I'm already in danger.
Yeah, it's because you blew yourself up trying to blow me up. You fool.
No.
Oh no,
What?
Bomb's coming back. All right. Hold on.
Okay. This is mine. Ow.
I will kill us both. Oh no. Okay, I gotta stop using that power. It's very dangerous. I rolled.
I need to roll more.
No.
I need to remember that skill.
I think the blue stuff gives you.
I'm slow, yeah.
Yeah, the blue stuff gives you. There's definitely a bar for our special because I think the blue orbs instead of the heart. Yes, got you again.
Aha.
The blue orbs, like when the hearts break, or the boxes break open, it's like blue orbs and hearts, and I think that the blue orbs are like special juice. I have no idea if we have a bar somewhere. All right, let's now that we've. Oh wait, no. I guess we have one more round, right?
Yeah, we can play one more.
All right, one more round, and then we should confer. Ooh, that was a nice jump I just did. Whoa! Wow. Okay, that was a good throw. How did you throw that far?
I think that was my ability.
My ability is throw a thing, and then it wiggles around on the ground and mostly hurts me. That's my special ability. That's what I selected. Which I guess is thematically appropriate for... oh, no. Oh, God! Wow! What just happened? I was sleepy, and then a huge explosion, and now you are, like, way ahead. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. I'm getting owned. You are owning me in this crazy 90s Konami game. We may have found your esport. We may have found... You should go pro.
Right.
You'll win all the tournaments.
I'm sure there's a huge scene.
I mean, you'll be the only
Poy Poy.
entrant at all the tournaments, so
Right.
you'll automatically win. But, you know, a win's a win, you know? Take the W. Technical bonus. Direct hits. I think I'm still going to win on points. Oh, that's a big luck bonus.
Oh,
what?
wow.
Round bonus?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I pulled through on that one.
Oh. Oh.
I'm still not sure about the scoring.
I'm not sure about it either. It's very, very reminiscent of Mario Party. I feel like someone at Nintendo played this and was like, this is how points work. I've never understood. They should be completely random and not linked to anything you did during the game. All right, excellent. So that's Poy Poy, everybody. What are our thoughts? What are your thoughts so far?
Well, I had fun. It was weird.
It was fun. I mean, humans are fun. It's kind of easy
Right.
to have a multiplayer game that's fun. So, but that's important. You had fun.
It was definitely weird.
Yes.
Just picking up. I'm not sure like what exactly makes this game like what it is. It's just like
Right.
it. In theory, like picking up things and throwing at them. It seemed throwing them at other people.
Yeah. It is fun.
It is fun.
It is fun.
It's just like it's got the weird scoring.
The scoring is a little strange, which maybe is what makes it a good party game.
Right.
Right? I mean, this is the Mario Party philosophy is, points should be enigmatic. And therefore you don't care about winning, you just care about having fun with your friends. So maybe that's part of it.
Maybe.
It's a little bit of Smash Brothers philosophy, like that kind of philosophy in Smash Brothers.
Right.
This very much to me feels like a PS1 game. You, I believe, were born after the PS1.
I was born
already
after the PS1.
Been retired. This feels very much like an early PS1 game. They controlled terribly. For any of you at home who have ever played Bushido Blade, which is a brilliant game, but controls terribly. Like, we have done a lot to figure out control schemes in the intervening nearly more than 20 years. So it definitely feels like, this is a cool idea. Like Powerstone is what it reminds me of. You ever played Powerstone for the Dreamcast?
No.
Powerstone is very much a game like this. I think it's Capcom. I believe it's a Capcom game where it's an arena. You're kind of looking down in third person. You're running around and throwing things and beating each other up. But it's for the Dreamcast, so it's much smoother, looks good, controls well. But it is a little bit this idea. And it's interesting to me how rare we see this form of game, which is like, hey, you're all running around an arena. Like, you see it in 2D a lot, but not in 3D. Like, this kind of... And you could see maybe the flaws of the model here.
Right.
Which is like when I couldn't figure out where I was because
like something was blocking you.
Yeah, had wandered in front of me. Do you feel like you would play this game again? Would you introduce people? If you're in the library and someone's like, I don't know what to play... Is Poy Poy something you'd be like, you want to play something really interesting? You want to play something really strange? Or would you be like, no, this is better left. There's a reason no one's ever checked this out.
I feel like I would want to play it again. I think it... Like, I definitely had fun playing it.
Right.
And there are definitely, like... It has its good sides. Like, as a just a party game, like something fun to play with another person, or multiple people. If you have like more than. I'm not sure how you connect more than like one controller, but
There's an adapter that gives you more ports. Yeah, and it's got its charms. I think I'd introduce someone to this game.
Yeah.
It is, I think, a game unlike what we played last week, or not last week, last time. I don't remember how long ago it was. Where like Sega Bass Fishing is an actual game that I know has lots and lots of fans, and just none of them go to the Game Center. But like people love that game. It was like a very popular arcade game in its time. This does not feel like a secret cult hit that no one has ever heard of.
It just feels like a weird game that sort of went under the radar.
Right, yeah. Konami had an extra $5 they found in the couch, and they were like, "Hey, you know how to program for the PlayStation 1, right? You wanna? We gotta get some party games going, right? That's what people like now." It's interesting. I wonder if there's a Poy Poy 2. What if it's a secret huge franchise in Japan, and we're just left out of it because we're, a couple of.
It's an interesting question. I want to look that up.
We'll look that up. Anyway, we'll let you know. But thank you, Seth. This was fun.
Thank you.
Always fun to play these strange games with you. And thanks everyone for tuning in. This was Never Been Played, and we played Poy Poy for the PS1. So if you want to check it out, come on down to the NYU Game Center Open Library.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Charles and Seth. There is a confirmation in chat that there is a Poy Poy 2, by the way. So maybe next time on the next Never Been Played, we can get Poy Poy 2. All right, that was Never Been Played with Charles and Seth. Next up, we have the Discourse with Naomi and Clara. Please bear with us while we get set up for the next segment. All right, we're set up and ready to go. And without further ado, take it away, Naomi and Clara, with the Discourse.
Hello, welcome back to the Discourse. My co-host this week is another NYU Game Center faculty, Clara Fernandez-Vara. Welcome to the Discourse, your first time on the show.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, so we have a main topic today that was at Clara's request, but before we get to that, we wanted to do a couple smaller news items and get your thoughts on them. The first one is a shout out to our alumni, Shelley Chen and Kevin Zung of Cloisters Interactive. They have a great write-up this week of a Memoir Blue, which was their thesis project at the Game Center. Just been released. How many years ago was that now? Like
I don't know. I was thinking that.
It was in the before times.
Yes, it was.
Right.
So it was a thesis, then
and then an incubator.
And then
and now this is being published by Annapurna Interactive.
Yeah.
So big congrats. There's a lot of write-ups of this. It's on Steam. It's out on Switch. So big shout out to a Memoir Blue. Check it out. It's a lovely interactive poem with gorgeous visuals. And anything else we want to say about a Memoir Blue?
I don't know. It's come a long way. It's also like, Shelley took the narrative game studio class back in the day, so it's been one of those like, hey,
it's so exciting to see something come from through. I remember when they were just like working on making the ice cubes float in this game. It's really nice to see it come so far. And Shelley, call me, we should talk about Incubator. All right. Let's go to our next one. Next one is something I really wanted to get your opinion on. Netflix is continuing to expand its foray into games. This is like a good example of it, sort of the double-sided. They made it a partnership with Exploding Kittens. Shout out to more alumni working at Exploding Kittens, including Carol Mertz and Mary Drzegescu, among others. And So they're doing a TV show of Exploding Kittens.
Yes.
This is I wonder
Animated
it's a first.
TV show.
Animated TV show. And this is a card game, right?
Yes.
How many card games get turned into TV shows?
I mean, I don't know. It's like we have like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, of course.
Pokemon. But
right?
I didn't know which one was first.
Although
It's like the card game was first. So.
the card game was probably first, although before that, of course, Pokemon was
Yes.
our handheld RPG.
Yeah.
But Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess, is a classic example of first it was a card game. But Exploding Kittens, I wouldn't have guessed. And they're also going to do a mobile game, a digital game of Exploding Kittens, which is going to be...
But there seems to be one. There's already one. It's just a new one for Netflix.
A new one
so
for
that's
Netflix,
the
right?
idea
So I still don't understand like what Netflix is trying to do. They're just trying to do everything with games. They're like putting some games out, they're publishing them, and then there are some games that you can play on Netflix.
It's only on mobile.
Only on mobile. So it's
So-
if you have a Netflix subscription, you can get
Yes.
like a free mobile game.
Yes, it's like you have to go to the
Right.
main page. Only on mobile, you have an extra row.
And then of
that
course
says games.
they have their experiments like Bandersnatch, which they
Yes.
continue to do some more of.
Yeah.
Many of which are just they're basically like simple choose your own adventures with a lot of meta humor and
Well, Bandersnatch, we can talk about that some other day in the Discourse. Simple,
our-
it's not quite simple. But yeah, they do have like interactive documentaries. They have interactive
Right.
episodes, and that's a different division of Netflix. But
Right,
yeah,
okay.
the idea is that they already have a bunch of games that are on their service, and they're going to expand them.
Right.
We might know people who are working on some of those. And they also bought what is it, Night Owl Studio?
Yeah, they brought
Made Oxenfree.
so they bought the Oxenfree developers. They just also acquired the developers of the Zynga game Castleville.
Yes.
So that seems like a sort of like we're going to expand more in mobile games area, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of like how their TV content is going to relate to games as well. Like there are some of the Stranger Things games that are also on their service. They already had a good Stranger Things game, and they released another. So there's this idea
Right.
that when you play one of their games, you also have the links to related TV. Like they have a zombie game. And they have, the
And then
Army
you
of
could be
the
like,
Dead.
oh, you played a zombie game. You want to watch a zombie TV show?
Yeah, so
kind of thing?
it's kind of part of weird, part of their algorithm. So that you're going kind of back and forth.
No, okay, that makes sense if they're sort of like, because their algorithm is in such heavy use for trying to predict what's popular and keep people subscribed
Yeah.
that they're just kind of plowing interactive content into there too.
Yes, so like who is
Yeah.
going to play these games?
Right.
But yeah, so far only on mobile, which kind of like narrows it down to.
So should we
specific
expect to see like original games coming out with Netflix where they also like roll out series at the same time? Like
There are original games coming for Netflix.
Right, yeah.
So yes.
and they're also going to maybe
And there are
have some
tie-ins too. So.
tie-ins. Okay, well,
Yes.
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
See if any of the original stuff is actually nice quality or something that we would want to latch onto. We got a correction in chat. Thank you, Tim Kel pointed out that Yu-Gi-Oh was actually a manga first and
There you go.
didn't even have a card game in it. I had no idea. I mean, I knew there was a manga, but I assumed that it was also about playing cards, that it was some sort of like Hikaru no Go or like sort of card game. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's move on to our next link. This one is garbage news. This is about Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, and it looks like Newsom's office has been interfering in another part of the California government's suit against Activision Blizzard. So the California has the Department of Fair Employment, right, which is this department that's been investigating and filing lawsuits against like Riot and now Activision Blizzard. And I think they got like $100 million settlement against Riot, right? But then when it came to Activision Blizzard's turn, suddenly like mysterious things started happening. Like the federal employment of equal opportunity also filed a lawsuit and was like, well, no, we're going to sue Activision Blizzard. And they ended up only charging them $10 million, ended up being a $10 million settlement. And so then the California department complained and was like, hey, you can't shut down our lawsuit. We were going to, actually have a much more stringent penalty. So what do you think? Is this like shady business going on?
I mean, definitely. The first thing is that, Bobby Kotick's still there? So what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, nobody's taking responsibility. Activision and Blizzard are way bigger than Riot.
Right,
by,
yes.
Massive magnitude. And yeah, like, I guess that this is how these big companies get away with things. It's like they do have is this lobbyism? Is it like what are
Right.
the interests? That's the thing that I don't understand. Like, where is the interest? Is it because California wants to keep this big tech company happy, or is it because there's other lobbyism and
It's hard not to imagine that there are some phone calls being made, though, right? And it's interesting to think, from our perspective, or from maybe a typical viewer of the Discourse or one of our students. It's like Riot is an enormous company, Activision Blizzard's an enormous company, right? But I remember when Riot, maybe 10, 15 years ago, was a small company, right? Whereas Activision Blizzard, they've been around for so long, and their executive level includes a lot of people who have political connections.
But
right?
they've been kind of conglomerating so many companies.
That's right,
now.
yeah.
Riot has expanded in their content from Activision Blizzard are not only Activision and Blizzard, just all the other smaller companies that they have. So yeah, they
Right,
have
so
fingers everywhere.
There are huge companies, and then there are huge companies with really deep pockets and connections who can, the idea that it would be oh, we're going to get the federal government to sue us as a shield to keep California from coming after us, because the California, attorneys are so much more aggressive. But I can't believe, the person who went after Riot was fired, and then her assistant, who was sort of promoted to replace her, has resigned now too. So this is this reminds me of stuff that was happening when, when Trump was trying to have his enemies investigated. Attorneys were just resigning and being replaced and resigning, right? To see this happening with video game companies in the state of California, woof, bad news.
Yeah, and apparently there's something where they want to appeal to the some whistleblower organization. So we might be hearing more soon.
Yeah, no, I hope it turns out well for the people who have left. They're suing the state now too, right? Because they're employees of the state. Okay, let's move on to our big topic. This is Wordle. So we talked a little bit about Wordle maybe a month and a half ago, and it started to get really big, and then when the New York Times acquired it. But it's still in the news. This just came out recently. The Ringer interviewed Kamala Harris about playing Wordle, and she went into great detail about her strategy and stuff like that. What do you think is going on with the Wordle phenomenon?
Well, I think that now is becoming, as the article says, a habit.
Right.
Right now, it's just become part of our day-to-day, routine.
Right.
And I'm one of those people, I guess, that, I think that I'm one of the kind of morning crowd that likes to get up, and while I'm having my breakfast, playing Wordle and figuring it out. But for example, today I have not figured out the word yet. I don't know if I will, because I've been seeing people actually bite the dust today, so I'm a bit scared of whether I will break my streak. But I think it's part of, there's many ways to play Wordle, and I think that now is when we're going to find that extent, that variation. Because, for example, right now, I started this morning, I did 2 rows, and I was like, okay, this looks hard, so I'll come back to it later. And there's this thing that happened in the back of my mind, and I'm thinking through. It reminds me a bit of when we were playing all adventure games, and we didn't have the internet or guides, and we would try a puzzle, and I was like, okay, I can't figure it out. And you would go somewhere else, you would go to school, you would go to work, and then
you
would think about it,
yeah,
and then going back and you would try, right? And I think that that's part of the charm, this idea that it's become part of our lives. And it's interesting because in the Kamala Harris article, she talks about how she's playing competitively, and I think that that's putting off some players too. They do their Wordle ritual every day, but they don't post it. I do post it, but
Right, because
I like seeing what other people do.
Because so many people were posting it, and it's a little bit cryptic, right?
Yes.
It's what does it mean? You don't really know unless you've played Wordle what those green boxes mean.
Yeah.
And so for people who were not in the know, it became this thing where it's either I'm starting to get really curious about that, or people were really annoyed by it, right? So now I guess that's maybe it's no longer as huge a phenomenon, but like you said, it's become a habit. It is a good kind of morning coffee thing. It's kind of a new crossword, not really replacing crossword, but on top of.
Yeah, not quite. It's funny because again, in the article, Kamala Harris talks about spelling bee, also by the New York Times, which was already kind of part of my routine. But I think that what it shows is that there's certain games where it's less about the addictive and more how you live with it.
Right.
So
where is it in your routine?
Yeah, I find myself the games like Candy Crush. I like that they have this limited lives, and once I run out, it's like, okay, I have to stop.
Right.
I'm not going to pay for new ones. I'm stopping.
Yeah,
And
it's like an
like,
off-ramp from the
yes.
game that keeps it from just taking up too much space in your brain.
Yeah, and it's a way of like still making games part of your day, but without having to, it encroaching on something else. And I think that's the beauty of it.
Right.
But the thing is also the community of it, like those of us who still play and finding this kind of common ground. So a couple of weeks ago, I went to Tisch, to the graduate musical theater writing department, and the students there who are very much into words. There's a lot of lyricists who love Wordle. That's part of the puzzle.
Right, because they are writers and
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like that's part of their obsession is the Wordle, and like it's less about competing who solves it fastest, but more about like how did you figure it out? What did you do?
Well, it is a little bit like it's an appointment form of entertainment, right?
Yes.
Like people used to talk about appointment television.
Yes.
Which became much less of a thing when you could time shift, and then even more so when everything's online. But a new Wordle comes out every day, and everyone is sort of facing the same challenge. So you do have this appointment feeling of like, oh, we're all going through this together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and there's people who, like, again, today I've seen several people who didn't figure it out, and I'm like, again, this might be the day, right? There's people who were complaining, I can't remember which word it was, that a lot of people apparently didn't know.
Right, that's so fascinating to me, this idea. So it's not like obscure words are really in this list, but yeah, I don't know, what was the word that people were upset about?
I can't remember, but it was not, I didn't think it was that obscure, but yeah, like people were like really upset.
Yeah, a lot of people get upset whenever there's a word that they don't know.
But part of the key is that the corpus of Wordle is the way that it's been determined. The original list was just for Miss She, is that her name? The wife of the creator of Wordle.
Right.
And she looked at this list of words and was like, okay, I know all these words.
Right.
So it just depends on the subjectivity of this one person. I think that when they updated it to the New York Times, they changed a few words on the list. They removed a couple and added a couple. But most of the corpus comes from the subjectivity of someone.
Yeah, of one person who the game was made for.
Yes.
And am I remembering incorrectly that she was not a native English speaker?
I think so, yes.
And so I think it's interesting. It's like a bilingual, multilingual couple who were sort of like, and the husband made it for the wife, and that's where the sort of corpus comes from. It has this personal touch. But speaking of which, so people sort of feel like it changed when it went to the New York Times, although I think we've talked before on this show about how that was maybe more perception than anything else. But one new thing did happen. Let's go to the next link. I think this is worth looking at. Now there's ads in Wordle, and some people are upset about that. But it turns out that it's like an ad for Spelling Bee and for other games.
I was like, I had not even noticed that. I was like, oh, is that an ad? I guess that it's just telling you
See, there
to
it
go to
is.
the
Try a
rest
different
of the-
puzzle. Play Spelling Bee.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I really classify that as an ad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I that's probably good, right? Get people to play more word games.
More of the appointment games.
Right.
That
exactly,
the
like
New York
Spelling
Times.
Bee. And we have to give a shout out to another alumni. This is Alumni Shout Out Day. Sam Von Aaron, who's a game maker at New York Times, who's worked on a lot of these games. Because not Wordle, because that kind of already existed in whole when New York Times acquired it. But there are a bunch of other games that they have, including Spelling Bee, that Sam has worked on with a team there. So shout out to Sam Von Aaron. Yeah. So is this a new genre of some sort? All of the Wordle and Wordle variants.
I don't know if it's a new genre. I mean, it's like a, like the daily crossword.
Right.
It's like it's
But
part
it's not
of this
quite a
thing.
crossword. It's simpler and lighter and quicker.
Yeah, and
in
as a
some ways.
community, again, I think that it's the doing it with other people that is what makes it kind of, spark. That you're doing it with other people. You can do it on your own, and I know that the million Wordle clones that you can download for your phone, kind of,
or on the web. There are so many on the web, right? Just really easy.
There's like the archive, like the Wordle archive, and you can play like words from other days or something like that. But it's the mechanics themselves is not the only thing. Although one of the reasons why I like Wordle is that they found the kind of perfect balance of the length of the word as well as how it works in the language. I believe there was an article in The Guardian that talked about phonotactics, which I was very happy because it was something that I studied in my undergrad. So phonotactics is that the sounds that each language has and where they appear and when they appear together. So, for example, in English, we don't have the sound e at the end of a word. If it does, we have things like bouquet, and we say
Bouquet.
e, right? But in Spanish, we have words ending in e, as we have in Japanese, but not in English. And that's, that, for example, if there's a word that ends in the sound, you kind of have the sound as ending in a word, unless it's something that is borrowed from another language, for example.
Like blasé.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would be as a French word, really. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's that kind of like the phonotactics as another set of rules that come into play. A lot of native speakers don't think about this.
Right.
But when
they have it intuitively, right?
Yeah, they have it intuitively, but like at times, I'm not a native speaker of English, so it's something that I did study, and I had to, because I know the languages, like figuring out, what kinds of sounds can start a word or not.
Right.
So, for example, I used to play a version of Wordle in Spanish. That is also part of my daily routine if I do the Wordle in English too fast. And in Spanish, for example, we don't have words that would start with like sh. That's not a combination, whereas in English it is.
Yeah. So you have right. So it sort of helps you guess.
Yes.
Being aware of those things unconsciously or
Yes.
not.
Yeah.
But if we were to think about like what constitutes a game like this, it is about, so they're guessing games, and they're about a increasing amount of information you have, right? A little bit like Mastermind might be
Yes.
one of the very early, super simple, abstract version of this.
Yeah,
right?
which was the first reason why I wanted to play it. It's like a mastermind with words. I'm in. Like that's
Right, yeah, so it's just a
favorite
simple.
thing.
Yeah, so we could even call them Mastermind-likes if we wanted to really get historical about it. But there are so many variations. I thought we would look at some. And chat, if you have your favorite Wordle variant, like throw it in chat now. But let's look at Absurdle. Let's look at Absurdle first. So sorry, I went to the second one. So this one is terrible, but I love it. It's the word is actually not fixed. So if party, it's always wrong. Whatever you guess is wrong.
Okay.
But it's actually a process of elimination. So Logan is trying to play it right now. Sans, nope. So it's the word is actually determined as you eliminate letters. So it always ends up being like an absolutely horrible word, usually with lots of repetitions. Oh, Logan's finally forced it into a corner where it's had to pick a word, or it's narrowing down. At least it has an E in it somewhere. Oh, he got the E in the right place. Okay, this is gonna get hard now though. This is where it gets really hard, where you're like, what? I only have the Z's and the X's and V's left.
Well, you're gonna have two E's somewhere, maybe.
Yeah, it's gonna be like memes or something. No, the memes is already gone. Oh, there's two. There we go,
Wow,
2 E's.
amazing.
But no. I have no idea.
Web.
Yeah, what?
Weeby.
Just give up, Logan. Give up. This is a short show. Level.
Oh my
There we go,
God,
right?
I'm not
So
gonna jinx.
it always ends up giving you, it's like a word which would be like extremely annoying to get in Wordle. So this is like has a weird sort of parasitic relationship to Wordle.
I love how giving up is an option.
Yeah,
like
it's
you can
actually an
just
option here
yes.
where you're like, darn it. Wait, what? There's a button that says actually don't give up. I don't know what. No, okay, now type level. What? I love it. Oh no! Now give up again.
This is amazing.
Bezel.
Wow, this is amazing. I did not realize that this is what it does.
Yeah, now do bezel.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. Yay! Logan won.
Yes.
Good job, Logan. Yeah, anyway, so this is like, I don't know, like a true evil game designer's version, right?
Yeah.
Where it's always sort of changing. Evil game master version. Let's look at Clara's favorite, which is framed. So this is again, so this one is you get one still from a film, right?
Yes, and it starts with one image that might be significant of the movie, but it's kind of obscure or abstract.
Right.
The
pianist.
But it's not
No, it's
there.
not the
I haven't
pianist.
guessed it today, so just get to the third one. I know the third one. That's about it. I'm still figuring this one out.
I have no idea what that. It's two people in the living room.
Yes, and there's music. So for this. This is one that I do enjoy because I do like movies. I'm actually good at this one because I've got a bunch in the first try. So this is one that it doesn't feel like that you're really guessing the first one at a random. I think that in the kind of all the varieties of these games, I think that I got the first round right in the Spanish Wordle ones because it was my starting word.
This one is really hard to get right until you have enough frames built
if
up.
you know movies, no.
Yeah.
Like there's
yeah, because I cannot recognize. I guess if you recognize the actor, that would help. But if it's a movie I haven't seen, like I think
this, I don't think is a movie I've seen, so I was kind of like stuck. So again, like I haven't figured this one out yet today. But I will.
You can go back and look at the first one, right?
Yes,
you can kind of
go back and
all
forth.
of them. But you don't want Logan to go any further?
But this is the thing. It's kind of like I looked at this two first images and I'm kind of like, okay, let's think about it, right? This other as well. Like I see the first one and I was like, oh yes, I know this one. It also depends on the taste of whoever is hosting this.
Right. Well, I wonder if it's like, is it a big?
Yeah, it's curated because, for example, the person curating this really likes Edgar Wright's movies, and I like Edgar Wright's movies, so I got them at first frame most of the time.
The new one that I saw that I thought was really taken with was Semantle that Maddie Bryce brought it to our attention. This one is also horrible.
Yes.
You have to figure out what the word is completely blind, but with just telling you the semantic similarity to other words. So like Logan hasn't gotten any good guesses at all so far. You just have to go somewhere completely different, Logan. These are all cold. Now you're nowhere near it.
The other day I got super hot. It was like 1998 out of 1,000.
Yeah, Samantha.
But I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Because it's really, it's just you're in a weird landscape trying to sort of go up a mountain towards a word, and you can get stuck on a weird slope where you're like, I can't figure out where to go from here because there's like a jump you're not making. Wow, nothing so far. Yeah, you're just sort of like wandering around the bottom slopes of the mountain, Logan. But yeah, it's always like, it sort of makes sense once you see it, but you're like, wow, how would I have ever gotten there?
Yeah, it's like a thing that you have to get past the 20% to really get to as close to the word as possible.
Yeah, and Logan is sort of like stuck on actually guessing similar words to what he already guessed, rather than, because it's hard to be like, go somewhere completely different in your mind. It's like, don't think of pink elephants, right?
Yeah.
All right, we should go to our very, very last link for today, which is a fun link starring Mandy Patinkin, who's a famous character actor, known for playing Inigo Montoya in The Princess Bride many, many decades ago, but more recently, playing some cranky old guys on like The Good Fight and Chicago Hope and stuff like that.
And what's the show about terrorists? Oh my God, I'm totally blanking out. Yes.
But yeah, play this. I don't know if do we have audio for videos? It's okay, but we can.
Okay.
Yeah, so this link I thought is just funny because you'll be able to see what they're doing. Hopefully, if you know this game, they're playing Wingspan by Elizabeth Hargrave, who some of us at the Game Center know, and just struggling like heck with it. Yeah, they're like, oh, there are some eggs. There are different foods going on here, and they're like, well, this is definitely educational. You could definitely play this if you had a brain, but it's just kind of funny to see a comic actor being like, how the heck do I figure out a board game?
I also want Mandy Patinkin to read all the instructions for games ever.
Exactly. That needs to be a thing, right? Yeah. Like actually having famous actors
dramatic readings.
I mean board games. That could help overcome this problem with the board game renaissance, right? Of being like, how do we actually teach board games? Well, part of it is, there's a lot been going on with demos and tutorials and stuff, but I don't think we've really gone into like having the best possible people.
This is part of what we teach, the importance of writing your rules clearly, and of course it's part of game design. And I think that when he's reading the instructions a lot, and I realized that most of the time for this kind of game, I figured it out with other people. Like you don't do it on your own, or like I'm the kind of person that I either looks for a tutorial online or has somebody who's already played it and I can learn the rules better, because it's true that a lot of the times like it's a great game.
Yeah, and they're doing it together, but they seem like they're just all trying to figure it out from scratch.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, there's a lot of conventions of games at once.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful game, it's a really cool concept, but it is a lot of conventions that, like when they're talking about like the flocks or like what the piles
Right.
of cards are, and for them it's like, what does this mean? It's like so abstract.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
kinda hard
because
to fill the
there are
gaps.
like hands and,
Yes.
and suits and stuff like that, but it's presented in a different way. And this is such an interesting example, because the great thing about Wingspan is that it is a lot more accessible in terms of content than a lot of like sort of very gamer-oriented games, but it still has the complexity of of a modern tabletop
Yes.
game. All right. We should wrap it up there, I guess, right? We've gone a little bit over time. Thank you so much for being on the show, Clara.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you to all of chat for joining us with our trip through guessing games, Wordle-likes, Mastermind-likes. Totally okay. We threw Logan an extra challenge there at the end, trying to play Madden Patinkin, struggling with board game rules.
Thank you so much for that. I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. There's the credits. Thank you so much for that, Naomi and Clara. That was the Discourse, and this has been Game Center Live. Thanks so much to all of the hosts and guests for coming onto the stream today, and thank you to all of you in chat for tuning in. As a reminder, don't forget to come back to this channel this Thursday, April 21st, for the Incubator Showcase. That's all for now, and we'll see you next time.